On this episode of Infowars News Blitz, a girl gets suspended for drug possession referencing her personal diary. McCain admits to a meeting with ISIS, and the police taser on teen during routine traffic stop. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get started with the first article of the day here, folks. This is an article made by Michael Dashin from, if I get the name wrong, I'm terribly sorry, from Infowars.com. Basically, you see, even the nanny state, there's no stopping a nanny state. Even if you write something on your personal diary, you still get in trouble with school. But anyway, the article is named Girl Suspended for Drug Possession After Teacher Sees Pot Reference in Diary. Underneath it says, anything that's drug-related or alcohol-related, we are going to have zero tolerance. It's in her personal diary. You don't read that stuff. What the heck is your problem? Anyway. School administrators in Buffalo, Missouri, suspended a teenage girl for drug possession last May after reading her personal diary and finding several references to marijuana. The girl's father, Tom Greyhorse, revealed the situation to the local media this week in an attempt to bring attention to his daughter's 7-month suspension. 7 months? Holy crap. It was a personal notebook. It wasn't a school notebook she had turned in, Greyhorse told the Springfield newsletter. She didn't write anything about being with Al-Qaeda. She didn't write about giving marijuana to anybody or anybody else. So why did she receive such a harsh punishment? The suspension, which was originally set for 10 days, was later extended to more than 7 months, causing the student to lose valuable credits needed to graduate. Greyhorse has since met with the Dallas County School Board to question the possession of controlled substances, claiming and to be appealing to the length of the suspension. I mean, literally, folks, right there. You see, the nanny state never ceases to amaze me right now, and I'm like, first Paul wrote the ones read about pots and pans and they're about behavior or whatever. Now, then the one about the chapstick I just read. Now this. Seriously, folks. If that doesn't say police state, I don't know what the hell does. Really, seriously. We are in a lot of trouble. Why don't you stop acting like a bunch of ignorant people and wake up? For God's sakes! Okay, moving on to the second article today. And oh, by the way, the girl got suspended for 7 months. What the heck was those people thinking? Anyway, an article written by Steve Watson clearly states that basically angry at McCain admits to meeting with ISIS and basically scolding Rand Paul for not meeting with him. That's all it says. The article is named Angry McCain Admits Meeting with ISIS, aka Al-Qaeda, scolding Ron Paul for not knowing terrorists. Underneath it says, has Ron Paul ever seen Syria? Has he ever met with ISIS? Yeah, sure. What an imbecile. Or ISIL. They keep changing the name. But anyway, in a weak effort to smear Rand Paul, Warhawk Senator John McCain attempted to argue that the Kentucky senator does not have the authority to disagree with U.S. policies regarding ISIS because he hasn't met up with the number of terrorist groups, unlike John McCain. Yeah, the moron went there and met everybody. What a warhawk. Yeah, he might need to take it easy there, buddy. he goes on to say that basically Mr. McCain, or Senator McCain, said that basically Rand Paul has Rand Paul ever been to Syria? He has ever met the ISIS? Has he ever met the people, any of these people? No, McCain said, clearly referencing to his own visit with Syria in 2003, where he was photographed with leaders of a Free Syrian Army. The fighters violently opposed to the Assad regime, which he has done nothing. Which he has absolutely done nothing to the Assad. Assad has done nothing to basically deserve this. They will overthrow the government and do whatever they want. Doesn't get the fight with Russia or whatever. But anyway, I know who they are. I was in Syria and I met them, McCain said at the time. There are about 70% who still are the Free Syrian Army, he claimed, despite the fact that the study by defense consultant IHS James found that only 30% of the rebels were fighting for secular values. No duh. I mean, we fund ISIS. We gave them all the weapons. We gave them all the single missiles, and now that man has the nerve to basically say he hasn't met Rand Paul hasn't met these guys? They're a bunch of murderers! For Christ's sakes! Why don't you shut your mouth, McCain? We don't want to hear you. We already know ISIS or whatever is being funded by these guys. Funded by our government. So why don't you stop? Okay, this is the last article of the day here, folks. And guess what? I guess the police brutality never ceases to stop. An article written by Adana Salazar, which is titled FBI Investigates Teen in a Coma After Cop Deploys Taser During Routine Traffic Stop. Underneath it says medical team had to resuscitate teen after he stopped breathing for 5 minutes. Shoot. Man, dude. But anyway, a 30-year-old went into coma and is in critical condition after a Missouri police officer tased him into complying during a routine traffic stop. The FBI had been called in to investigate to the incident of the following insurance of police statements which conflict with eyewitnesses' testimony and video of arrest. And there's a video here about it if you want to watch it too, if you want to go ahead and watch it. On Sunday afternoon, independent police officer Tom Russell ran Kansas City teen Brian Masters' plates and discovered a warrant violation. When the officer pulled out his car, he said that he refused to roll down his window. A friend told Masters that basically, you know, he was able to roll down his window due to a malfunctioning. The officer opens the door and reportedly ordered him out of the vehicle, requesting that they say Masters did not oblige. The officers then proceed to taser the teen inside the vehicle. And basically, to be honest with you, they actually tasered the kid and he fell on the ground flat on his face and he couldn't breathe. I mean, his heart started beating for 5 whole minutes. The confrontation in the car and both Masters and Ransels fell to the ground. Reports the Associated Press, along that Masters had suffocated a medical emergency and needed resuscitation, prompting a call for an ambulance. Police said Masters' brother Colin told KSHB his family believes he may have stopped breathing for more than 5 minutes. I mean, they upped the power of the tasers to the point where basically they're killing people. And the people who make these things are just keeping upping the power until it just kills people. Which is exactly what it's meant to do. I mean, well, that's all the articles I have for you today. If you want to learn more about these articles, please go to the links below or go to Infowars.com. They can find hundreds and hundreds of articles just like this one I have read to you. For you. It's the Info News Blitz Coming to you live from Theme Region number 3. Sign off. Bye bye.